All right. Hello. Long time no talk, but cool story. But first off, we now have 500 subscribers here on the Farm Traveler YouTube page. How awesome is that? So thank you for subscribing if you're new here. If you're a long-time follower, you might have noticed that I have been uploading the past couple weeks, and there's a story. Very interesting story. So the church that my wife and I go to, they're like, hey, why don't we give up something before Easter so you can spend more time praying and stuff like that. And so I was like, you know what? I spend a lot of time on YouTube watching videos, uploading stuff. Why don't I do that? So I did it. Was away from YouTube for a while. But the weirdest thing happened. When I stopped going on YouTube, even for Farm Traveler, our comments on some videos and our subscriptions like skyrocketed, which is wild. Like we started off with like, I don't know, 380 subscribers a few months ago. Now we're at like 505, which is not bad. So cool little lesson there. I'm going to stop worrying about subscriptions over here on YouTube. If you're here, thank you. And I'm really happy you're here. But sometimes I obsess over it. I'm like, you know what? Why don't we have 1,000? Why don't we have 100,000 subscribers? So I'm just going to focus on the community, focus on you guys, focus on our Instagram, Facebook channels and stuff like that. So it'll be cool. I think it was a very cool lesson, kind of food for thought. But we're back with more Farm News Friday. I'm going to start doing them probably every other week. So they'll be here on YouTube as well as over on our podcast page, which, normal interviews are every Wednesday. So we'll have Farm News Friday stuff on every other Friday here on YouTube and also on our podcast. So yeah, let's dive into some really cool farming news, shall we? All right, so in Ukraine news, there's still the whole war going on in Ukraine. But they're having a lot of issues in agriculture because Ukraine is huge in their ag industry. So the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization just released $115 million in donations to the Ukrainian ag industry. So the industry has faced a lot of issues getting various inputs like fertilizer, seeds, and stuff like that, of course, because they have a war going on. And there's also a lot of food scarcity. So here's hoping that a lot of that stuff blows over soon, that the war ends, all that stuff. So I'll link the article for that in the description as well as all the other articles will be down below. All right, next one. So here in the Southeast, planting season is well underway for crops like corn, cotton, stuff like that. So it's actually really neat. Southeast Ag Net is reporting that the National Ag Statistics Service has cotton and peanuts around normal time for this year, which is good because fertilizer prices and everything is skyrocketing. So it might sway a little bit here or there, so we'll see. Here in Florida, at least, cotton planting is a bit slower. It's around 2% planted so far. This is, again, April 27th, 2022. So it's a little bit slower compared to 4% last year. So hopefully that will pick up. Yeah, we'll see. And then lastly, some cool news today. This is kind of an old story, but it's really interesting. I like beer, I love craft beer, and I love hydroponics. Well, what happens when you combine the two? This is what happens. A cool brewery in the UK actually brewed their beer with hops grown hydroponically. And here's a picture of a hop farm in Texas. It kind of grows in the same way. I couldn't find one for this beer. But this beer is called Hail Hydro. Like Hail Hydra, like from Marvel. Kind of cool marketing. So yeah, I thought that's really cool. They're using hydroponics to grow hops. And hops are like a vine, so they grow upwards. Yeah, I think this picture does a really good job kind of describing it. So I think this is cool. You can buy them, limited quantities. They're in the UK. I'm not going to buy them because they're a little bit expensive, but maybe you're in the UK, maybe you're watching, order them. I think it's pretty cool. Lastly today, we are really active on Instagram. I'm trying to grow the channel on Instagram as well as here on Facebook. Really, those kind of are the two I want to focus on. So if you want to follow us, consider following us. It's also in the link in the description. Just go to instagram.com/farm_traveler and you'll see us over there on Instagram. So yeah, that's it for Farm News Friday. I hope you enjoy everything. I hope the news is cool. And we'll see you the next Friday for more content. But also don't forget, our podcast is every Wednesday with farmers, ranchers, entrepreneurs, everybody in the whole food, agriculture space, and direct to consumers and agritourism, stuff like that. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.